Rachel has pulled off the impossible. Somehow, this amazing wife and mother has gotten all of our adult children with their girlfriends and spouses to go on a family trip.
It's not me, it's Caleb. Hey, what's up, family? I'm Rachel.
And I'm Joe.
And we are two crazy ketos.
And if you're new to our channel, welcome. Here on Two Crazy Ketos, we do different things like recipe videos and we do product reviews. We talk about various keto topics, and every Monday we go live on Keto Beyond the Couch because life exists beyond the couch.
You can find us in different social media platforms like Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.
And we have a website, which is twocrazyketos.com, and that's where you're going to find all of our different recipes. Now we do upload at least 5 new videos every single week, so make sure you subscribe to our channel.
And don't forget to hit the little bell icon, and that way every single time our youngest son Caleb is 22 with eyes of blue, you'll be alerted to it.
So we are going on a family trip. It's funny. So today there are a lot of lacrosse games in our association. It is currently 4:30 in the morning, guys. Like, our house sounds like Grand Central Station.
It really does. I think it's 4:50, which means we're running a little bit behind schedule.
That's okay. I tell everybody 5 o'clock so that I could be out the door by 5:30.
There you go.
My little secret. But I was talking to the president of our association last night, and he was like, Joe, you can work tomorrow, right? And I'm like, no. And he was like, our association has 69 games to cover tomorrow. Sorry, Anthony and I are out. And he was like, well, what are you doing? I'm like, we are going on a family trip with all of our adult children. He's like, yeah, good luck with that. That will never happen. Rachel pulled this off.
Well, I didn't pull it off. I'm telling you what, it was Caleb that sent the all alert out. And not only that, but the kids are going and Nanny is going. My mom is going.
Yep. John Paul.
Thank you so much to Becky, our sister-in-law, who is going to be watching Tab.
Yep.
So that everybody can go. It was like a last minute thing that I was like, oh yeah, nobody's watching Tabitha.
Chickens can take care of themselves.
Right.
But not Tabitha.
But not Tabitha. So thankfully, she's going to make sure that Tab's not lonely while we're gone. But we're going to be going to Tampa to today. And then
to Busch Gardens.
Sleeping over in Orlando. And then waking up in Orlando and going to SeaWorld the next day.
Yeah, and it's one of the spring break weekends. So
yes.
This was fun. But here is the thing. People say all the time, like, well, it's easy to do keto when you go on vacation because it's just the two of you. But can you do it when you go with your family? Well, we're about to find out.
You can do it in the midst of people who are not keto.
Right. And here's the thing. I know that we can do keto in a theme park.
Of course.
But can we do keto in a theme park with a bunch of non-keto people and still be satisfied and have everybody else satisfied?
We're going to see.
We're going to see. Now, I will say this. I know some of the things that are going to be staples for us over the weekend. First of all, I'm bringing some of our homemade bacon jerky.
So stinking good.
I will put a link for that recipe video up here.
Very easy to make. And we're going to be bringing along some bags of carnivore crisps, bison. Because we're going to Busch Gardens. There's all of like the wild animals out there. So I feel like
it's not a rhino. Rhinos are my favorite animals.
Right. We're not going to eat a rhino. Don't worry.
No rhinos.
But lots of animals to see, lots of rides to enjoy. I'm even wearing my quick dry shorts because there are some water rides.
Yeah, and then I am bringing a keto brick. This is Bell's brownie batter.
It's good.
This was a limited edition flavor.
Hope they bring it back.
I will not be sharing this with anybody. So if Rachel, you want one, you better grab one for yourself. But these are so good. But what I love about keto brick is just the fact that it will get me through the day. This is 1,000 calories. You don't have to eat the whole 1,000 calories. Rachel breaks them down into little puffs.
I do.
I just bring the brick with me and I'll eat like a half a brick. Sometimes I eat a whole brick. The other day I ate an entire brick after a dive trip.
No regrets.
But yeah, really good because 80% fat gives me plenty of fuel. I'll leave a link from down below. The cool thing with Keto Brick is they actually gave us an exclusive coupon code that if you use the coupon code 2crazyketos on your first order, you get $12 off.
I'll take it all day long.
I will say the Keto Brick is done by one.
Right.
Okay, because when
Shipping.
you buy one, it's $12. And then what happens is the more you buy, the cheaper they get. You get discounts when you get up to a certain amount, and then a bigger discount when you get up to another certain amount, because they do free shipping and they ship priority mail. So we absolutely love Keto Bricks. So yeah, that gets us through, and then I know we'll be able to find a whole bunch of meat.
Now, speaking of getting us through, we've got to pack the car, and don't forget your pillows, because I can never sleep without my home pillow. What about you? Let us know in the comments down below. Do you need to pack your own pillow in order to enjoy a hotel stay?
Now, I will say, right about here is where we'd probably be inserting a bunch of beautiful driving footage. But we're driving through Florida. Not much to see.
It's flat.
The next clip you see will probably be us at Busch Gardens.
So we made it here safely. In fact, we got here early and the park didn't open until 10 o'clock. And so we were actually like waiting. That felt weird, right? Like we're used to just like cruising in and timing exactly perfectly, but they snoozed in a little bit. But the park is open until 10 p.m. tonight, which is pretty late. So we are sitting out some of the rides here today, not because we're not well enough to do them, but because we have enough sense not to do them.
As you get older, you get wiser.
That's right. So like move forward in that wisdom. Some of these things we just know is going to make us like sick to our stomach or get a headache. And even though the boys are like, come on, go on it, we're like, yeah, but I'm going to go on this ride. And then you've lost me for the entire rest of the day. Okay, so they have a dining deal here at Busch Gardens for $35 with our passes, because we have like premium annual passes. You get to have the all-day dining deal. So that is for $35, you can eat every single 90 minutes. So the park is open from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. You know, normally, obviously, we do not have that large of an eating window, but for today we can, because we are away on vacation. And so there's a big variety of stuff to choose from. So we actually got a specialty burger. It's got like jalapenos on it, bacon, cheese. We ordered it without the bun. They gave us extra lettuce, and then you get a side and you get a drink with it every 90 minutes when you eat. So Joe got mozzarella sticks. He just picks all the breading off.
They didn't have any salad.
Right.
So sometimes some places have salad.
Yeah, but you know how crazy that like a fun park food would be. This was how much if you just bought it without the $35 all-day dining
It would
deal.
be like, I think it was like $31. So if you use it twice,
You've made your money back.
you've paid for the whole dining deal. And what we do is we just get this, and then we can split it and then eat every hour and a half as we're walking around.
Okay, so everything that I love, every person, with the exception of Nanny and Peyton, who are waiting outside, is right here in line. And my heart is like very, very full right now. So this is very exciting for us to all be together, get to have meals together, get to travel together. I love it so much. It's Caleb's birthday present, but it feels like my birthday present. Now though, we're going on a ride that is not so much a present, and that is the Congo River Rapids ride. It's one of those like circular rides that goes through the water rapids. So I am fully prepared to get completely soaked. I actually brought like these like little water shoe things because I knew my hokas were gonna get destroyed. We're not gonna get wet. We're gonna be fine. It's totally dry.
Oh my god! Before you get the grip. Yo, what?
Can't touch it, make a note.
For real.
Daddy sniped me.
Oh my god, you got hit, man. They have one too?
So we're here at the Zambia Smokehouse, and this is honestly the best deal in the park because you can get like their like trifecta.
That's a kid's meal right there.
This is a kid's meal.
And it's supposed to come with fries.
But instead we've got a pickle, and then but they also have brisket and they have a roast chicken. They also have ribs, which Joe in the past has said like just give me the ribs with no barbecue sauce, and they're pretty good about it.
Good morning.
Good morning. I'm having a little bit of breakfast nachos because we also brought like the chicken breast carnivore crisps. And yeah, delicious because a lot of times we come and there's only like the sausage and the eggs that we can eat.
They have a lot of stuff here, though.
Yeah.
So today we have cage-free scrambled eggs. I asked, they're cracked eggs. We've got some sausage patties. No bacon today, but we did bring our own purse bacon.
Purse bacon.
We've got our carnivore chips. I'm having the same thing, eggs and sausage. I always add a bunch of cream cheese to my eggs.
Hot sauce also.
I got hot sauce, and then I've got a chocolate element that I'm gonna mix in hot water. That's gonna be my coffee. I don't feel like coffee today. And then I have a grapefruit element that I'm gonna put in my Stanley mug because I'm low on electrolytes. I can feel it. I woke up, I've got some cramps in my legs, so definitely went through a lot of electrolytes yesterday. I'm really hoping that they bring the grapefruit back this summer. We're getting into spring. I really hope. I'm getting low. I only have one box left, and I have that hidden so that nobody, not even Rachel, can find that box because I love this one. Now, we do have a link down below for Element, and if you use that link, the best value is always going to be to buy the 4 box. That's where you're going to save the most amount of money. They don't do coupon codes. But if you use our link, you get a free sample pack in addition to what you buy. But I highly suggest buying like the 4-pack. It's like 4 boxes of it. Because I think it ends up being like buy 3, get 1 free when you buy it that way. We also have a discount code for carnivore chips. 10% off with the code 2krazy keto.
And it's called carnivore crisps.
Crisp, yeah. So we're going to finish eating. And then we're heading over to SeaWorld.
So we do spend a lot of times at local theme parks here in Orlando, in Tampa, in Florida. And if you look at our house is very plain. We don't have like a lot of decorations in our house. It's very, much the same. And that is by design. We enjoy experiences with the kids, doing things with the family. That's my heart. That's my favorite thing. I would rather spend a day, like a tank of gas to get here, an overnight stay in a hotel, to spend with the family, just being together, having fun, and screaming. And I don't even know if I'm gonna have a voice for Keto Beyond the Couch tomorrow because I think I spent it all on this Mako roller coaster. I don't normally go on this one because it is very high with a very deep drop. I want to say a straight down drop, but Joe's like, it's not quite straight down, but it feels very straight down. But the kids are here. The boys always put pressure on Mama Bear to like, you got to go with me, Mom. Like, I'm here. Let's go together. So we did go on it, and it's so special to just spend time together. But hopefully we will have some of our photos from like the ride photo pass because it is hilarious to see. You can see the genuine terror in my face as much as the exhilaration that the boys have on their faces. while we're here, they're having the Seven Seas Food and Wine Festival at SeaWorld. And with our park passes, you get to sample some of the things that are here.
For free.
For free. So like, we gonna do it. So every country is like represented. Well, not every country, but like a lot. And so we came over to Brazil because they were having picanha, which we love picanha. And so we got the picanha, and they also have like this pork belly stew that came with it, which is really good.
You can just pick out the pieces of pork belly.
You know I ain't gonna let those pork belly pieces go. So I'm excited, and it has like a little chimichurri sauce on it. So it's actually, it looks super well done, but it's actually very tender.
Can I try a piece of the pork belly?
Sorry, I ate all of the pork belly out of this. You're only left with beans. Wait, I think I see a little tiny triangle. Was that a delicious tiny little speck of a triangle?
Yeah, thanks. Was it any good?
It was actually really good.
It looked really fatty.
Okay, it was fatty. So what I saw when I looked at this was kind of like, it reminded me of like Campbell's pork and beans. And you know, you'd have like where they'd say, oh, there's pork in there. And
we
there's,
used
like,
to throw those little hunks of the fat out.
Because I'm like, that's not real food. I don't know what was in that, but like, it was not right. But like, these were really tasty.
The picanha, like, again, like you said, it looked like it was overcooked, but it was like going to a Brazilian steakhouse. On the outside, it was charred, but the inside, it was like, I would say, a perfect medium rare.
So I'll tell you what I would do is when we get home, like, is giving, you know, like, my ideas. Maybe it's like this, okay? So I'm like, things are spinning in my mind, but I'm thinking, you know what would be really good is if you made your pork belly and then, like, you know, made the chili sauce for it. Your Keto Child chili, but instead of using, like, a bunch of much hamburger.
How about a pork belly and brisket chili?
Pork belly and brisket chili.
Yeah, that sounds like really good.
That sounds like
we probably
money.
Can't release this vlog until we come out with that video because somebody else will come up with that and make that.
We look forward to airing this in 2025.
Somewhere over on the other side, they have Germany. And I think they have a bratwurst with like a cheddar sauce. I feel like we need to go find bratwurst. We're about to get wet.
So this is the last time that you're going to see me dry because we are going on the extreme water ride. They have like, we were on one yesterday, like this, you know, the Circle Rapids ride, but I feel like today we're going to be especially wet. So I just got really excited because our family continues to expand and we actually fill an entire circular boat. So it's just like, yes.
Who's gonna get the wettest?
Not this couple.
I got my feet off the ground somehow. Yeah, we're all gonna get wet on this side.
Oh, wait.
White man.
Oh, yeah. Oh, good. Good. Yeah. Stop it.
Oh, no. Why? Oh, no.
Oh my God! That's you guys!
Come on, Sarah, come on, come on!
I told you this We got so wet, they decided that they're gonna do the family people dryer.
Okay, so the boys popped for the family dryer. And I gotta say, I think it's some really good money spent. I really appreciate it. Okay, so I'm so excited about this one. This is a bratwurst from the Germany pavilion. It's got some sauerkraut. It came with a bun, but we just said, please don't give us the bun.
And then cheese sauce.
Yeah, and cheese sauce.
I already ate mine. It's really good.
That is really good. It's almost like a cross between kielbasa and a breakfast sausage.
Good morning. We are home.
Good morning. Not only are we home, but okay, so I have a unique sunburn. I'm at the sunburn stage where for the next 2 to 3 days, I just have to wear the exact same style of outfit that I was wearing when I got the sunburn. Like the bra straps need to be the same, the shirt needs to be the same, everything needs to fit on you the same to just be get out of the way for the little sting of the redness to just have its way.
I just want to let you keep talking because you already have no voice.
Oh, I know. It's awful. This did not, I want to say it was all spent in conversation and fellowship, but a lot of it was spent screaming on rides.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I went on some extra roller coasters that I don't normally go on when Joe and I go to the park, because
kids will get her to do anything.
When my boys ask me to do stuff, I try. I mean, there were still some things that I just couldn't go on because I was just it's hard.
I want some little props for protecting you because there were a couple of rides where Rachel went on it once.
Yeah.
And then Caleb was like, let's go, Mom. It's my birthday. You have to do this for my birthday. And I'm like, no. And usually I'm the one who's pushing her to go on rides. And I'm like, no, you got to leave Mom alone. She's already done it, especially the new ride at Busch Gardens, the Serengeti Swing, because we found out that ride is amazing.
It does. It's funny. So it does mild.
In the morning. Before 1 o'clock, it's mild. It only goes to I think they said 95 feet.
Right.
And then in the afternoon, they turn up the notch, which first of all, it's kind of cool. They have a ride that they can turn up the notch.
Right.
And it goes faster. And if I remember right, it swings up to 160 feet. So it goes from in the morning, if you picture a swing, it goes up like this, not even to this and then back. In the afternoon, it goes up like this and then back. So you get some hang time in there.
So we have mild and we have hot right now.
And I did not make you do the really bad one.
I was asking I almost need a meek and mild and then a hot, right? I need we have a mild sauce, we have hot sauce. I really need kind of a salsa verde, even before that. And I would like to have another option for myself, but it needs to be even more milder.
We have added to our collection. There's one more. I got Cookie Monster. And I know it's cookies, but I love Cookie Monster.
Hello, we love meat cookies now. That is what we call the pre-packaged hamburgers.
Who's a painter that could copy this and put meat Cookie Monster?
Meat Cookie Monster, because we love those things. We have used those in meal prep. We really depend on those. And depending on which ones you get, especially if you get the prime cuts for those, those meat cookies, they're delicious and come out super juicy. A lot of times I associate the cheapest ones that maybe you would get at an outdoor barbecue picnic, a company picnic, they'd get the cheapest cut and it would be super dried out. You can get meat cookies that are super moist and juicy.
Well, here's what I'm going to say is we used to be the people that bought those big sleeves at Costco. With the price of beef having gone up, last year, those used to be the best value. It used to be you bought those, it was cheap.
Right.
In my experience lately, in all three of the big box clubs, they're not the cheapest option anymore.
No.
That, first of all, they're pre-formed patties, and they usually do say 100% beef, but if you figure it out per pound of beef or, per patty, it is cheaper to go over to the meat section and just buy most of the box stores sell 88.12 or something like that, ground beef. Just buy whichever one's on sale and make your own patties. We actually have that video where we use the press and store.
I was just thinking about press and store because then you
and
can
then you can
add
put spices in there.
and fixings,
And
right?
it becomes cheaper. I have
Cheese.
done this all the time. Every time I go, I'm like, oh, I'm going to get... I pick up the sleeve. I don't know why I keep doing this. Every time I go in there, I pick up a sleeve because it's great to make meat cookies. You throw them on a smoker. And then as I'm walking past the meat section, I'm like, okay, $3.69 a pound, $25 for the... Oh, I save like 15 cents a patty making them myself, which, I mean, I know 15 cents isn't a lot of money, but when
adds
you
up if you
add
eat a lot of them.
Well, here's the thing. Even if it's even, you better get a better burger when you pre-form them yourselves and then freeze them and make your own pre-done patties.
Well, I saw one in Publix when I was shopping last week, and what drew my attention to it was the fact that it was just one. It was one burger that looked like those, storing ones that we make.
Right.
It was $7.
Oh, wow.
$7 for the one burger, and it had like jalapenos, bacon, and cheese in the burger, which is good, delicious.
Probably a 3-pound burger.
Okay, so it was delicious. It was in one patty. Now, is $7 cheaper than going to Tucker Duke's or one of these local restaurants and getting it? Absolutely. Like, so if you're used to going out for lunch every single day and paying like lunch prices or going out for dinner, then $7 is cheaper, right? You're actually saving.
Right.
But then if you can take it down one more notch and just kind of do some meal prep for yourself, you can really save some money.
Yeah. So, I have something I want to show you.
Okay.
And show you. But before we do, highlight of the weekend. You can only have one.
This is tough. This is really tough. I am going to say the water ride at SeaWorld. And I know, okay.
Well, no, wait. I think you have mine, but okay, go ahead.
Okay. But I'm gonna like extend that. All right. So the ride is
I said one.
well, it's the same moment.
Okay.
We went on this water ride twice because like once you're getting soaked,
You might as well do it again.
yeah, might as well do it again. But while we were on the ride, my mother was watching Peyton because Peyton can't go on it, right? Don't bring a 4-month-old on like a giant water ride, right? You can't do that. So all of us rode on the ride.
I would try.
We were going to go a second time, and we just wanted to like check on my mom and Peyton and just make sure that everything was good, right? Like she was fine and didn't need anything from us. So the whole group of us kind of go, we glom around a window that like my mom doesn't even notice that we're there.
Right.
And we're seeing she's good. The baby is good. We are together. Let's get back in line. Let's extend this joy. Let's have another laugh. And like that whole family feeling was just like, I'm going to start crying talking about it because it's just so
because I have to
precious.
go.
Precious. What was your moment?
First of all, I have to say, this was the greatest vacation of my life.
Yeah.
It really was. Now I'm going to cry.
No, you're not allowed to cry.
This was the greatest vacation. It was 2 days.
Yeah.
It was 4 hours of driving to Tampa,
Right.
leaving at 5 a.m. Like that doesn't sound like a whole lot of fun. But having everybody together, I mean, we've had cool vacations. I mean, we went 5 years without taking a vacation before we made this channel our full-time job last year. But, we've done some cool things. We've RV'd, we've, gone to the Keys. We've gone to Utah.
Yeah.
And we went to Utah once just for fun, like to go rafting down the Provo River and stuff with Chris and Miriam. But this was the greatest vacation because of family.
Yeah.
Even though everybody was in keto. And there were glimpses of a reminder of that, like, and I love my kids, but like yesterday, like we had that big breakfast and they were doing the food and wine and we got a free one. So we said, okay, we're going to try that. But that was all we ate.
We weren't like hungry at the time that we were eating it. It was just like, it was the food and wine thing and we wanted to participate and we wanted to enjoy it. But it wasn't a case of like, we are completely running on fumes. Right. You better feed me or I'm going to die.
But the carb people, they're like, I gotta eat. And
right.
It's not a knock on them.
No.
But it shows like you
it reminds
can
me of me.
do this with people who are
Sure.
still carb fueled compared to us being fat fueled, and everybody can get along, and it wasn't weird or anything
No.
like that. You know, we would just, hey, as a matter of fact, like when I got the barbecue and it came with fries, I just took the fries and I piled it onto somebody else's plate. And guess what? They didn't even eat them either.
Right. Well, and that's the thing. It's just like you can enjoy your time.
It was about family. It wasn't about the food.
And I'm not so concerned with like somebody else feeling like we got to eat right now. Let's do it. Okay. Like, you know,
We didn't care. We just stopped.
I'm completely fine about that. But it always bugged me when I felt that way on the inside of me, when I knew like there was other people that were like maybe wanting to do something else, or I needed to go somewhere, or I just wanted to ride a ride right now, but I'm like, I can't do what I want to do right now because I have to give myself some more carbs or I'm completely done.
Right. Okay, so for me, highlight. We're going to have to go back to, I mean, the whole weekend was a highlight.
Really good.
But going on that water ride, sitting in there, first of all, it was hysterical because Michelle is not a thrill seeker ride person either. So it's rare that you get her on a ride. But then to be on a ride where we filled the boat, right?
Yeah.
And to just take that camera and spawn around and see this boat is only our family. It's 8 of us. It was like, yes. And since you sort of had 2, I think for me, even the bigger highlight was 4 generations.
Yeah.
4 generations. The fact that we had your mom there, which, like, I've lost count of Rachel's mom and my mom. Like, how old now?
73.
73 years old. Keeping up step for step with the 20-year-olds.
Absolutely.
Step for step. Like, there was never a time where we had to hit, hold, wait a second, everybody sit down. We got to wait for Nanny. She's a half a mile behind us.
No.
Most of the time, she was a half a mile in front of us.
Well, and it's kind of important to note, I can remember when we would do parks and she was on a ride-on scooter just like you were on a ride-on scooter. So again, it's like it's a very big victory for you to be able to like walk out of that and be able to go, you know, like in your 50s to be in a better place than you were when you were in your 40s. But it was also equally a victory for my mom to be like different in her 70s than she was in her 60s.
Yeah, so the 4 generations is cool, but like I got this glimpse of your mom. So we wanted to try those bratwurst. It was getting time to leave because we do have a 3-hour drive home. The kids all wanted to ride on Manta. I love roller coasters. Manta, for me, like, you get a little nauseous because you lay flat
Superman.
and then you fly, right?
Right.
So I'm like, I'm not going on there. So I go get our bratwurst from the German, which was very good, by the way.
Yeah.
I get over. Rachel's sitting with Michelle. I'm like, where's your mother? And Rachel's like, my mom is on the ride with all of the kids.
Right.
Right? And it just hit me. I truly believe that if it wasn't for us, and the only person we've ever done this with, forcing keto on your mother, she would not be alive today. I truly believe that with all of my heart. So that the thought that we have 4 generations, and that I really believe that if your mother wasn't on keto, like, she probably would not be alive. She lost your dad, which is already like a trigger to start going downhill. Type 2 diabetic, severely obese.
Heart blockages,
glaucoma, like all of it. And to see her going step for step with 20-year-olds and babysitting her great-granddaughter.
It's not
and
too
can
late.
still do it. She's like, hey, just leave the baby with me. Like, I've raised a lot of them,
It's
you know?
not too late to turn it around.
Yeah.
I want our lives and our family to be a living testimony of that. It's not too late. It's not too late to turn it around. So long as there is still breath, there is still hope. So work toward hope. Walk toward hope.
So we probably should end the vlog right here because, like, first of all, we have keto on the couch.
Yes.
And second of all, like, you're, like, really in tears now.
Sorry.
But we did come home to a cool package I wanted to show you, and I can show you because this vlog will come out after it happens. Keto Chow sent us The spring and summer flavors are back in stock.
Oh, nice.
As of April 5th. Root beer is back in stock. It's a seasonal flavor. Really good for ice cream. Orange cream. Really good summer flavor. If you like orange creamsicles, makes a great ice cream.
Yeah.
Orange mango is back in stock. Another one. Makes a really good fruity breakfast.
Oh,
Key lime makes
cheesecake.
an amazing cheesecake or pie.
Mm-hmm.
Guava grapefruit it reminds me of not of sherbet.
Right.
When you turn it into ice cream or have it as a drink, it reminds me of a sherbet. And then pina colada. And here's the thing. We got a video coming out. I was waiting for some of this to come back. I'm gonna leave a link for it up here. But pina colada makes the best coconut crusted shrimp and chicken.
It is so delicious, so tasty, just the right amount of, seasonings.
Yeah.
It's got just such a good flavor.
Now, I do want to tell you, reading this little letter, orange mango and guava grapefruit are in short supply, and they are going to sell out quickly. So, hopefully you'll see this before the end of the week, probably like Wednesday or Thursday. I would definitely order some if it's still available. But again, these are all seasonal flavors. So what they do is they order enough to get through the summer. When they're gone, they're not back till next spring. So you definitely want to go grab your seasonal flavors. Use the link down below. That link will get you 10% off of your entire order of anything that is not a subscription. So you can get this, the electrolyte drops, which we lived off of over the weekend.
Yeah.
All of that stuff.
Magnesium.
You'll be able to just use that link and always get 10% off. And that link is in the bottom of every single one of our videos. So we really appreciate you guys for using it. Well, that is going to be the end of today's video and this vlog. If you like seeing videos like this, take a look at some of the videos we have linked right over there. Also, make sure you take a look at our most recent video that I'm going to put right over here.
But whether you head this way or you head this way, don't forget to head this way. Subscribe to our channel and click the little bell icon. And that way, every single time we go on a family vacation, you'll be alerted to it.
Till next time.
Bye.